Love is transcendent. It survives all manner of obstacles: war, poverty, public opinion. The forces girding against the manifestation of love by specific people can be powerful and seemingly impossible to overcome. Just 13 years ago, it appeared that the concept of marriage equality would be a dream never materialized in the Commonwealth.
So my first session in the House in 2006 is when the constitutional amendment defining marriage between a man and a woman sailed right out, both the House and the Senate, and then was put on the ballot that fall.
But love and some effective, well-organized lobbying can at long last live on in families all across Virginia. Since 1989, Equality Virginia, a nonprofit group that advocates for full rights for all lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender citizens, has turned the world upside down with significant legislative and cultural success in Virginia.
There's many LGBT orgs at the local level to the state level across our Commonwealth, but EV's place is really to push for policies and advocate for legislation, changes in legislation to provide protections and quality of life improvements for LGBT people.
Equality Virginia started out being people's voice when they weren't sure they wanted to speak for themselves for whatever reason, because it is, when you are being demonized for who you are, it's a little scary to go and tell your truth. And so Equality Virginia started out telling that truth on behalf of all of the people impacted by in the LGBTQ community, and then empowering them to tell their own truth. And I think that's the most important thing they do, is empowering individuals to tell their truth.
Their work is extremely important because they're trying to make Virginia safe for me and for people who look like me and for my community. It's sad when I think about who is in the decision-making process for our community, and I applaud them for having the resiliency and the tenacity to continue to do the work. The work that they do is extremely important, it's extremely difficult.
How does Equality Virginia achieve this kind of success? First rule, do not demonize the opposition. The second rule dovetails with the first: humanize LGBT citizens in Virginia.
It's just about building relationships, and again, it's my 11th year there, so I've been in that building for quite a few years now, and dedicated a lot of time to building relationships with people, but also connecting relationships with our community members, with their legislators, really building that bridge between our members all across the Commonwealth and their elected leaders is the path to passing these protections.
While much of the media focus this year was on the Virginia House's refusal to bring up a vote on LGBT housing and employment discrimination, the Senate passed it overwhelmingly. The human touch was a key factor.
Because talking about policy at a high level is one thing, but when you have an actual person standing in front of you saying, this is how this bill will impact my life, or this is a problem that impacts my life that this bill will fix, that is very powerful and compelling. And so I've always enjoyed working with Equality Virginia to bring those stories to the legislature.
Equality Virginia will look toward the next legislative session to put this anti-discrimination plan on the books, while simultaneously working to provide full rights and recognition to transgender citizens and ensure that love of all kinds thrives.